Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you a really quick tutorial for how to set up a multicam sequence in Premiere Pro 2023. So here you can see I've actually got 6 cameras that we used for this, this music video that we shot a little while back. And on each music video, they've all got audio on them. They've got the same song on them. That'll be important here in just a little bit. But to set up a multicam sequence, you want to select all of the clips that you want to use in your multicam, right click, and then scroll down to create multi-camera source sequence. Now once you click on that, it's going to open up the settings menu, which I'll explain really quickly. You can choose to name it. We'll just leave it as multicam 1. Then you can choose how you want to synchronize your points. So you can use your in points, out points. You could even use a time code or sound time code if your footage has that. But for most of you watching this, I'm going to assume that you want to synchronize your clips by the audio and that all of the audio has the same clips. I'm going to assume that's how you're setting up. That's how I'm setting mine up. And in that case, you can just leave your track channel as mixdown. Here in your sequence preset, I'm going to leave it as automatic because my frame rate and resolution are all the exact same in every clip. But if you've shot your clips in a different frame rate or in a different resolution, you can actually select this and use this to change it and make it one resolution and frame rate. So down here, let's say we want it to be 1080p in 60 frames per second. You could select that, and it would flatline your sequence to that and change all of your clips to that setting. And now I'm going to leave this marked actually as well, move source clips to process clips bin. I'll explain what that does in just a second, but I'll leave it checked because I think it's a nice tool to have. And then down here in your audio, you can choose how many audio clips you want to leave in from the clips that you've selected. So for me, I could choose to leave in all of the audio tracks if I wanted to, but since each one has the exact same thing, I'm actually just going to select the audio track from one of my cameras. And then my audio channels preset. This was set in stereo, so I could choose stereo if I want, but if you leave it as automatic, it will just do whatever the clip is already set to. Then you can choose your camera names. You can choose to enumerate the cameras, which will just label them 1 through 6. But I'm going to leave it as use clip names because I've actually already got them all labeled 1 through 6. Now I'm going to hit OK. And then after that's done, you're going to see it's put everything away in a process clips bin in my footage bin, which is really nice to just kind of get them out of the way because this is all I care about now. I'm going to take this, and we'll also rename it because sometimes Adobe's a little funky. If you're watching this, I'm sure you already know that. But now I've got multicam 1, and then when I drag this into my timeline, you're going to see that it actually will set it up to where there's one audio track now and one video track. And this is really nice when it comes to editing. And then now, when it comes to editing in a multi-track sequence, or a multi-clip sequence, excuse me, I'm actually going to select this button here, which is toggle multi-camera view. If you don't see this, just click the plus on the right-hand side and then grab it right here. It's right next to the record button. You'll just click and drag it into your tools bin. I'm going to hit OK, and then when I select this, it's actually going to show me all 6 of my clips in this exact point where my timeline head is. And this works really, really nicely for editing because now, instead of dragging over several different clips, they're all synced together, and I can edit them in real time, almost as if I'm like a director switching for a live production. And I'll actually go ahead and show you just a quick sort of rundown of that. Right now, you can see I've got camera 1 live on the entire thing. Obviously, we're not going to leave camera 1 live the entire thing. So when I start playing this video, I can actually choose to change it. So now camera 2 is up, and then I'll flip it to camera 4, and then flip it to camera 6. And when I pause, you can actually see that Adobe has made those cuts automatically down here, which is a super nice tool. Like I said, it's like you're directing a live production. A couple other tips I'll share with you actually. You don't have to click on these to make it happen, to make them switch. You can actually just use the numbers on your keyboard. So this is camera 1. So if I press the number 1 button, it's going to cut to camera 1. If I press the number 2 button, it's going to cut to camera 2 and so on. So let me show you that. And pressing camera 4. And now I'm going to press the number 6 button. and it flips to camera 6, and it's made those edits automatically. Super nice. And then one last couple tips is that if you look here and you think, oh, this is a bad cut because the person on camera was moving while it was live, which is obviously not what you want. You can actually click that clip specifically and then press the number corresponding to the camera and just change it. So let's say I want to flip it to camera 3. I can just click on this clip and hit the number 3 button, and it flips it in your timeline. And then also, if you want to change how long a clip is live for, this is just like normal editing. You can just drag this back, drag it forward. Make sure you add to it and not just move it so that it stays in sync. And then now, this cut has been adjusted. So sometimes you need that micro adjustment. This allows for that. So anyway, this is how to set up a multicam editing sequence in Premiere Pro. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like on this if it helped you, and leave a comment down below. What are you using this tool for? Tell me what project you're working on, and also let me know if there's any other specific tutorials that you would like to see in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.